Hi Gemini, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a tarot and oracle reading on love and money, our two favorite subjects. It's going to be timeless, so it's meant to find you when you find it. That being said, of course, don't give all your power away to tarot. If it doesn't feel right, then throw it out. This whole channel is meant to empower you. So if you'd like for me to pray for you, if you'd like other Geminis and cross watchers to pray for you as well, say hi in the comments section. Leave an emoji, whatever you feel comfortable with. And it gives us a connection point, right? It gives us a way to focus on your energy. And I'm just going to invite you, if you haven't yet, please consider hitting that like button. You know, you can wait it out, see if you truly like the video and if I deserve it. But either way, it really helps the channel. So I thank you. We have two mudra cards that flipped out for you. And these mudra cards come with a hand gesture to empower the message. So you can do this while you're listening to the reading or when you fall asleep tonight, what have you. And then we have, we'll have also the mudra mantra, I'll tell you. We start with friendship and it says, I like you. That's really sweet. I've never seen this and it's really sweet. May 1,000 hands carry you. May 1,000 kisses touch you. 1,000 hearts reach out to you. Millions of stars shine upon you. That should be put into a song. Okay, so you link your pinky fingers together. You stick your thumbs in and you put your pointer fingers together. How interesting. So link pinkies, thumbs in, and put your pointer fingers together. I like that. This fortifies the heart, the lungs, and the kidneys. All of these mudras connect to the body, to your health. And it goes on to say, good friendships make life pleasanter, more enjoyable, and longer. They are the spice of one's life. With this mudra, Gemini, you not only do your friends good, but also yourself, because everything which you send out with it comes back to your own benefit. Yeah, right on. Then we have the message of contemplation. This is how you do this message, or how you do this mantra. You just simply put your thumb over your middle finger. And it says, listen carefully. There's records playing in the background. The music of the spheres shows me the goodness and perfections of the universe. Hear the eagle? Yeah, it's a good sign. Do you hear that? There was 3 of them circling just minutes before I started this reading. So this mudra alleviates the neck and ear problems of all kinds. In acute cases, maintain this mudra as long as necessary. In chronic cases, perform it 4 times daily for about 10 minutes. Now, of course, you don't need to be experiencing these issues. It just correlates to these parts of the body. So it's nice and healthy to do if you are suffering at all. So the music of the spheres shows me the goodness and perfection of the universe. I've always taken this card actually somewhat literally, you guys. Music can raise your vibration. You could be having a crap day and you put on something that, for me, it's been lately Chappell Roan. Pink Pony Club. Do you guys know that song? Now it's going to be stuck in your head all day. You're welcome. So, lift your spirits with music is how I would interpret that. Okay, we're gonna have 2 columns, Gemini. We're gonna have money column right here, and we're gonna have a love column right here. I'll pick up the cards and show them to you as we go along so we can read together. Money for my Geminis, what do they need to know? We have Queen of Swords, that is your energy, boo. Yes, and it's also a very realistic, it's a good energy to have around your money and your finances, your job, because it encompasses job as well. This is a place of information, straightforwardness, reality, basically. Let's see why she's coming out. Money for Gemini. Ooh. Money for Gemini, finances. Okay, this is an interesting reading. This is a time where you're kind of, you're being called to keep your mind open. There's somehow these options coming towards you. Now, you may know clearly in your life what these options are, but it's important to, all that glitters is not gold with a 7 of cups. In some of these cups, there are serpents, right? And some of them, there is literal treasure. So this is a place of evaluating, seeing one's options, considering one's goals and daydreams. But there's also, this is a kind of a place that can be kind of cloaked in illusion. So information is important, and that's why I love that we started with the Queen of Swords, because she is a no BS queen. So you're not going to be a fool or anything. But actually, the Seven of Cups in this reading, because of the cards that came out with it, it's a very positive thing. So it's saying, hey, Page of Wands, that youthful energy that is enthusiastic, asking the question, what if, what's around the corner? This is really important to keep this your mind open when considering options. We do have another manifestation energy, and that is the Magician. I feel like you guys are in a really important place of development with your finances. And so it is a very powerful place, being compounded with the Magician card. We have something coming towards you here. This is probably literally money, finances, or support. The Knight of Pentacles is a slow-ass knight, though. Very slow, so patience is required. The cool thing, so if you've been waiting for financial support, if you've been waiting for a contract to come through, you've been waiting for somebody or something to come through to make all of this start to click into place. And it's required patience, but when it does arrive, it is legit. And that is the meaning of the Knight of Pentacles. When this money arrives, it's not going anywhere. It's a good indication that legitimate progress has been made. This Knight takes its time arriving because there's usually like T's that need to be crossed and I's that need to be dotted here. Let's get a little bit more information there. I want a little bit more information for a Knight of Pentacles. Oh. Okay. It seems like this, what slowed it down was maybe a holdup. Yeah, I don't even feel like it concerns you too much, but it gives you some kind of confirmation that it's on its way. It's just that this is why there's been a holdup. The Ten of Swords upside down, almost a bullet dodged, and now it's going to speed up and it's on its way. We have the Queen of Pentacles here, which is a nurturing, practical, helpful energy. And so, yeah, in short, to sum up your money and your finance readings, it's a great time to question things, to research, to get as much information that you can, analyze these options, but keep your mind open and keep your enthusiasm. Hey, music helps, you know? As you are moving along, you are very powerfully manifesting something. And if it's taking its sweet time to arrive on your doorstep, know that there's a good reason, okay? Okay, thanks. I had to plug in my phone. It's running out of battery. All right, so we're going to get into your love reading now. All right, Gemini, one more shuffle. What's coming on for Gemini at the time of seeing this? Love. Gemini. Nice. Ooh, who's coming towards you? You got an Ace of Cups. Oh, look at that shiny Ace of Cups. Holy heck. Then you got the King of Pentacles. Let's get some information on this. Who's King of Pentacles here? Oh. Where's this Ace of Cups coming from? For my Geminis. Oh, your luck is turning in the love department. You got victory. Something's either, okay, not all of you guys are going to like one of the interpretations of this. Somebody could be coming back. Only for a few, you guys, just throwing it out there. But for others, this wheel doesn't represent that as much as, like, karmically, you are in the perfect place at the right time. Something's coming towards you. It's like a stroke of good luck, right? The wheel, whenever we see it, means your luck is changing. And specifically in love, Ace of Cups with the Six of Wands, that's victory. I love that. I want to focus on this because it feels so good over here. And then we'll talk about this, dude. Tell me more about Ace of Cups for Gemini. Victory, wheel. You're finding out new information. Like this is an epiphany, an aha. Another ace. Just keep on going. I know that I'm going to have to, in order to get clarity, I'm going to have to read about King of Pentacles right now. Strength. You deserve this. You deserve this. Here's our other ace. We got 3 aces. Can we get an ace of pentacles? Where's the ace of pentacles? One more. Come on. Oh, the devil. Okay, listen. So the devil talks about, it can be Capricorn energy. You could have a Capricorn in your midst. It could be talking about lots of sex. Could be that. For some of you guys, this is connected to a pattern in love around something that's had to heal. We're going to have to come back to this because I know that I'm missing a large part of the story by avoiding the King of Pentacles over here. This is why I'm avoiding it. King of Pentacles was a cold mofo for a little bit. Now, this can be male, female, anybody in between. It's not gender attached. But this person, sometimes they have the ability to, it's like step away from their feelings and their emotions, and it comes off as really cold. Where they shine is like probably most likely favors to display how they love somebody, or they can even be gifts. But they, sometimes they look at relationships in terms of how they're like, what, as an investment. They can look at it so practically sometimes that it can feel cold. And in this case, it felt like they were breadcrumbing. So it feels like it's talking about somebody in your past that's had an effect on your love life. Now, not for all Geminis will this person be returning, but for a few, they will. If this person is not returning, they're prevalent in your tarot reading for a reason. They're coming up in your tarot reading, so we'll find that out. But first, connected to this King of Pentacles, we have somebody who's had a chance to go out into the world, and I think they've had their ass handed to them a little bit. Let me get some more clarity on this. But what's this Knight or Page of Swords? I feel like they did something immature. And it's all, they've learned kind of a lesson here. I feel like that Page of Pentacles came out upside down. I feel like they had to learn a lesson here. They, with very little information or possibly jumping to assumptions, I think launched out into the world. This is somebody who's being like, I need to have more space, or I just need to go, I need my freedom, or I need to check other things out, basically. And with the World card. And they ended a chapter of sorts, but based on very little information. Like the Page of Swords does not have enough information. This could be like, when it's upside down, it's gossip, right? This can be like, oh yeah, I learned how to grow a tree out of a banana because I watched a reel on it in TikTok. Have you seen those really crazy reels? And then you got the other people debunking them. Like, no, you can't grow a tree out of a banana. But anyway, I hope you're smiling right now. The dumb examples that pop up in my head. But they're kind of learning that lesson because they have the karmic card of the Justice. It seems like they almost got involved with somebody without knowing enough. If it wasn't getting involved with somebody else, I feel like it was, I know I'm just going with it. This is kind of getting weird, but I'm just going to go with it. It was like they had, based on very little information, Page of Pentacles upside down, an immature energy, not even the willingness to dive in further first. And like, it's like they didn't even know, they didn't know better. Like they kind of jumped without really looking, getting carried away with this vision. thinking it was stable. And I think that they're kind of learning a lesson. Why do we need to know this for our Geminis? Why is it important? Oh, the Star card. Interesting. So the Star card talks about, I'm going to cover up her boobies, but the Star card talks about a bridge to hope. And it's kind of like a hallelujah. And I'm going to get a new deck of cards because we've used so many of those ones. The Star card's ruled by Aquarius energy. It's also a sense of feeling seen. Prayers answered. There's been conflict here. We're going to talk about you again in just a second. I feel like this connects to you. And there was like being right. There's kind of like this, see? Okay, all right. Gemini, so what if, I'm going to dive right into this devil. We might as well, right? Who's this devil? Tell me more about this devil and this healing, this recovery. It's always juicy with y'all. It's never boring. Okay, we have the World card. That's the ending of a chapter. Specifically, I think going around and around with a pattern of sorts. You know, the devil represents patterns of behavior that doesn't serve us, right? But we can always break those chains. The illusion is that we think that we're chained to this. We even think that it's part of our identity. It can be codependency. It can be addiction. It can just be like just bad habits, things that don't serve us, right? So that's why I say bad habits. It's coming to an end. There's healing. There's recovery. In order to recover, though, you have to spot the habit in the first place. So congratulations to you. That might be over here with the Ace of Swords. Either way, what is this victory? What is this victory? Victory over a broken heart. You're healing. You're healing. So if we're closing this chapter and the world is opening up to you, where are we going with that? Whoa, we're Geminis. Queen of Cups, let's find out some more. Queen of Cups is a nurturing, loving energy. It's watery energy. Where are we going with this? Gemini, flirty, happy, excited. Like this is flirty energy. This Queen of Cups might be who is associated with this Ace of Cups. This feels like somebody new. Tell me more. And remember I said, and I mean it, you deserve this. Death card. Something had to die to make room for something else. Something has to die to make room for something else. You have the Tower that flipped. Okay. You know what? Geminis, it's never simple with you. I think there was another person in the picture. That's why we're getting these people. I think somebody was being torn. We got the Two of Cups upside down. Two of Cups usually is soulmate energy. But this is misalignment, and it's created a lot of foggy tension, but something's moving out of the picture here. Something's coming to an end. And the cool thing with the Death card is that it's a very fated ending. It's actually so that new growth can happen. This is like, if I'm going to use my earlier analogy of the TikTok video, if you want to grow a tree out of a banana, you first have to do away with the peel. So it's like this is getting rid of something in the past that was just one had grown out of in order for something fresh and new and fun and flirty. So I hope that is helpful for you guys. It looks really good though. Take good care of yourselves, and thank you for supporting the channel by hitting the like button and subscribing. If you're tribe, you know it. Subscribe. Bye-bye.